Okay, all of you are going to want to stick with me until the end of this video because I promise I'm going to be dropping some serious knowledge about how you can level up your life and how you can actually start to attract women. And the reason why I'm making this entire playlist, right, Becoming Attractive, that I've showed you now for the past couple of weeks, this is our third episode of this, is because over the course of time, from ages, 17, 18, when I started my journey in understanding women, understanding how to mature, understanding how to live as a man, until now, going on age 27, there's a lot of things that I learned along the way. And my step-by-step journey has not only helped me, attract the type of women that I want and ultimately make sure like I'm fulfilled, but I've done this now for thousands and thousands and thousands of men. And as this channel keeps growing, as the support gets bigger, what I can tell you is this: I'm more prone to opening up to deeper level concepts that I have not talked about. So here's what you have to know. When I was young, I was extremely shy, I was extremely awkward, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to come out of my shell. I was scared, I was nervous, and I was insecure. And on top of that, with the issues that I had with my family, with my parents' divorce that I haven't talked a whole lot about ever, but there's some traumatic things that happened very early in my life that one day when I'm maybe comfortable at sharing that, I'll share it with you. But here goes. Here's what you have to do. If you want to start to attract women, even if you're not alpha, quote unquote, even if you don't have confidence, even if you're insecure with yourself, even if you struggle to speak, here's what you have to do. Stick with me on this. This is extremely, extremely important. What you have to do is you have to do the opposite of what everybody else does, and you have to realize, as a man, everything, and I mean everything, is a competition. Everything is a competition, and I'm going to explain to you how I came to realize this. I live in North Dakota, and there's a lot of rivers and there's a lot of lakes. So what I realized is when I was really young, and I'd go out and either on a sandbar, I'd go out on a boat, and there was a party or whatever, I would notice that all of the guys typically have the same look in their eyes. You can tell they all want to talk to the girls, but they don't know how. And you can tell that all of the guys typically wanted the same girls. They wanted the pretty girls, they were scared to talk to them. And you can tell that even though all of the guys were bros and everybody's hanging out, you can tell that every single guy out there is sizing themselves up. Why is this? It's not because anybody's evil. It's not because anybody's mean. It's not because of any of the bullshit that the world wants to feed you. Oh, you've been conditioned to be the wrong way. None of that is true. The fact is this: the dating game, the marketplace, the dating game 100% is a competition. It is you against me, it is me against you, and it is you against every single other guy competing for the type of women that you want. Here's what I learned at a very young age. Everything, and I mean everything, in life as a man is a competition. Now, seriously, stay with me until the end of this video because I'm going to be showing you how some of the world's most elite level marketers, some of the people on TV, nobody wants you to know this. And for 30, 40, 50 years, men have been conditioned to believe the wrong things, which is why we are in this situation today with guys not knowing how to act. Everything. Think about it. It doesn't matter if it's sports. It doesn't matter if it's getting the girl you want. It doesn't matter if the position that you want in business. If you're trying to build a company, you're competing for all of the customers against all of your competition. Everything is a competition. And here's what you got to understand. Here's how I realize this. You have been lied to. You have been lied to by everybody, Your parents, teachers, your upbringing, everybody told you that it is supposed to be easy, and one day you'll just find somebody, and you'll just stumble along, and when it happens, it happens. And when you find the girl and she likes you for you, it'll just happen. That is complete bullshit. People telling you that are trying to either A, sell you something, or B, they're trying to take advantage of you. And I'm going to explain to you how I learned this, One of the books that I've read, it's a marketing book. I've done business for a lot of years. One thing I've always disagreed with, despite this working, I'm going to read literally the clip of this book. I will read the clip of this book that I want to share with you guys. And I've always thought that this is a bit cruel, or I've always thought this is a bit cynical, and I thought people who do this are slightly evil. However, they don't care. Here's why they don't care. Because what they want is they want influence over you. And that's why we live in a world where there's gurus, there's followers, there's thought leaders, and all this bullshit. It's because people know how to psychologically manipulate you. This is word for word. The piece that I'm going to read to you step by step, just to show you how messed up this is, because this is what the world has done to all men for probably the past 30, 40, 50, 60 years. This clip right here is called Justify Their Failures. Now, the first sentence goes, most people who become followers and fans have tried to make a change before. You will not be the first person they have tried to learn from. Okay, makes sense. And even think of me with this YouTube channel teaching you about women versus all of the other channels. Chances are you've checked out other ones. Makes sense. The next line says, you will not be the first person they've tried to learn from. For some reason, they didn't get their needs met from prior encounters. It's important that you take here's the part I want to explain to you. Here's what it says word for word. It is important that you take the blame for past failures off their shoulders and place it onto old opportunities they attempted in the past. What does that say? Justify their failures means that what they're telling you, what everybody's telling you, is that your issues in life are not your fault. That's what they tell men. They've told men for hundreds of years, not hundreds of years, but probably the past 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, that it's not your fault. And you can be soft, and you don't have to be masculine, and you don't have to change, and change is scary. And all this bullshit, that's what they've thrown down your throat. Think about this. The next line reads this. It goes, millions of people are looking for somebody to take responsibility off their shoulders. Okay? Now, here's where it gets crazy, and it's slightly manipulative in my opinion. It says, well, accepting responsibility is essential for gaining control of one's own life. Assuring others that they are not responsible is essential for gaining influence over theirs. So think about that for a second. What that said was this. In order for people to gain authority over your life, influence over your life, you have to tell them that it's not your fault. If it's not your fault in the predicament that you're in, whose fault is it? No, seriously, think about that. Whose fault is it? It's your fault. Here's what you have to understand as a man. I don't care what the next guru tells you. I don't care what the next person who's trying to sell you the next pickup line. Oh, just say these few words, right? Use this easy, two-step approach of, hey, you're cute, and then ask for the number here. I don't care who feeds you this bullshit, this garbage. None of it is true. What it is it's people telling you that it's not your fault, when here's what you got to understand. You have to do everything completely opposite. As a man, everything is your fault. The situation that you're at right now in life is your fault. You have to understand this. If you have social anxiety, it's your fault. It's your fault you have it, and then it's your responsibility to go fix it. If you're scared to talk to pretty girls, it's your fault that you're like that, and then it is your responsibility to go and fix it. Everything in life is a competition, and I'm not going to sugarcoat things and make it easy for you to think that it isn't, and here's why. If you don't live that way, and you want to attract women, you will one day come against somebody who thinks like I do. And I think that I can do anything I put my mind to. So what do you think's going to happen if you hang your head down and you tell yourself, oh, it's not my fault, it's the world's fault, and you're up against the next guy who thinks that everything's their fault and they're going to execute no matter how they feel, and they're going to go out in the world and they're going to kick ass and get results no matter what? How do you think you're going to perform? You're not. And the women only want the guys at the top. That's why the third piece to this, when I was very young, when I was 18 years old, I started to realize this. This is why I put this as episode 3. In order to become attractive, you have to realize that in life, everything as a man is 100% a competition. It is a competition from you against the next guy. And that's what you have to realize. It's your duty and it's your responsibility to go out there and get what you want. And if you have all of these issues, if the women don't find you attractive and you think there's something wrong with them, you need to take a good hard look in the mirror and realize there's something wrong with you. Okay? Everything in life, everything is a competition, and you only have 24 hours in a day. If I have 24 hours in a day and you have 24 hours in a day, and you look where you put that 16, 17 hours that you're awake, and I look where I put that 16, 17 hours that I'm awake, I'm going to get ahead because I understand the areas in life I want to put my time into to level up my masculinity and to make sure that I am winning. Everybody only has a certain set hours. Your job is to level yourself up 24/7. To keep climbing. That way your genes one day are successfully reproductive. That way you as a human being can survive, and that way you're a strong-willed individual. These are the things that they're not teaching men. That's why if you hit the subscribe button right now, rest assured for the next multiple months, as I share with you my entire journey, you're going to get more value and more mindset tricks to apply into your life and copy paste that had somebody told me this at 18 instead of me having to take a decade off my life and figure this out. I 100% would be in a better situation that I am in now, or at a much quicker rate. So I hope that this video served you. If it did, and you agree with a lot of the concepts that I've talked about today, and you understand the power of executing and taking ownership for your life, I want you to go down below and I want you to watch the MBT webinar. Okay, MBT is a coined concept that I made up. Okay, it stands for masculine behavioral techniques. There's no bullshit in it regarding pickup. There's no bullshit regarding all these woo-woo self-help tactics. I'm going to show you the truth. What I've done is I've taken a look at all of the attraction cues that I've seen with the women that I've dated and with the thousands of clients that I've helped. And I've boiled it down into 4 easy key concepts that if you can grasp your head around these specific principles, it can make attracting women a lot easier and more effortless because you can see what stage you're actually at in the dating game. So I recommend going down below, right, clicking that link, hopping into that. It's a totally free training. You don't need to pay any money to watch it. It's completely free. Go down below and click it. You're going to see end to end exactly not only my journey and things I have not shared with you and I've never talked about, but you're going to see processes and you're going to learn a lot of things that you can copy paste into your dating life during that entire presentation. Hit the like button, okay, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.